Hey guys, the Airconditioner here because why not? And I got some awesome news. The Universim had a pretty awesome update, little patch thingy recently, which added farming, vaults, and some other really cool stuff. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Farming, the main focal point of this little patch update thing, is right here. We have a whole bunch of cool stuff we can do with that. We have little crops and all that, and you start out with one planting spot, and then you can build 3 more, like so. You click build, and then you have a little spot. Then you click it, and they'll eventually build it and such. Alright, so I already have one growing, just, because they take, like, decent amount of time. We have, like, 8-minute ones, 4-minute ones, 16-minute ones, but different, like, amounts of food, like the 4-minute, 50 food, 8-minute, 100 food, and the 16-minute is, like, 200 food, so you really get to choose what you want. Like, I'm thinking with this one, we'll go with the whole big 16 minutes. I mean, I'm not going to sit and wait for that. That's just more of, that'll help in the future. Oh, no workers, even though we already have 2, like... See, we just like fire one because we have this little like workers bar, and you can actually upgrade that through like the tech tree and such, and maybe like a bigger farm. And see, we have one worker working kind of both like plots and such right now. So we basically interrupting lightning. Yeah, we basically go and put that. There we go. Now we have 2 workers. So another one's gonna go over there, and the storm cloud. Let me just zoom down a little bit. There we go. Oh no, this one's withering. Well, that guy really needs to hurry up and tend to that crop plot. Because basically, now that we have 2 guys, that's more than enough work for both things. So, there. See? Their withering is basically just when, the crop's not being tended to. There's like 5 stages. I forget, like, I think I know 4 of them. It's like seedling, which is, being planted. Growing, which is basically the whole entire life cycle of it, which is just, it growing, and you just need to have someone nearby to tend to it. You have gathering, which is, it gathering. I think no workers is the other one. Where this, no workers, obviously. And then withering is the 5th one, if I got them all correctly. Which is basically just there's workers, but they're not working for some reason, or whatever. Alright, so in 45 seconds, this thing will, fully gather, and then we'll have a nice chunk of 50 food, which will really help when we have 10 people up in the top left. And that's another thing they added. They added, let me look here, have them all written down. They have a nuggets list panel, which basically allows you to see all the nuggets on the planet and what they're doing. Like, look at this. We have a whole scroll bar and everything. We have, like, this guy's mating. Now he's changing clothes. Now he's gathering food. You get to see their status, their occupation. Like, someone's homeless, someone's a quarryman, someone's a farmer. You get to see all their names, health, all that really cool stuff. So, and also, I believe you can actually double-click on them or something. Oh, yeah. If you click on their picture, if I don't click it too many times, you double-click it, and then it'll show exactly where that person is. Pretty cool. Alright, so now that we have that all done, they also added a whole bunch of other cool stuff. They added, let me look here, bug fixes, fix issues with the AI. They added better performance, better audio, so no more loud music spikes, unless you're like, in a giant lightning storm like before. So there's that. They added better shadow quality. I mean, I didn't really notice that much of a difference, because I didn't really pay much attention to that, but it definitely looks beautiful, so I mean, I guess there was something. They also added a bunch of gameplay balancing, such as the children, growing slower. Like, normally I'd be at like 20, and we would be completely out of food due to the, rate of how, like, many babies they have. And they also, I believe, lowered the amount of food they need. Like, it used to be like 10, now it's down to 6, so it's a little bit more manageable. So, you don't need to worry about having 5 people, and you need to have a whole plantation to feed them. So, alright, I think our crop is done, so we can actually go and choose another one. And I don't know where the food went. It might be just like I didn't build a granary or something. I don't know. Alright, let me just plant another one. They'll go keep doing their thing. But the other really cool thing that they added due to the fact, well, I don't think it's like added yet, but it's like it's gonna be added when the modern era is in. Because right now we only have Stone Age and all that. Is vaults. Due to like, Fallout being all like the big thing these days. Like they hit 15,000 backers. And in spite of that, they decided, what, let's make a Fallout themed vault kind of thing. So basically, these giant mountains in the modern era, say there's like nukes going around and like you're in fear of losing your whole people or your favorite like nugget or something like that, then you basically build a little vault into the side of the mountain, and then you put your nuggets in there. Then they're all nice and safe. They have food and water, and then they can come out when all the bombs have stopped dropping, and then they're safe except for the radiation and death claws and such. So yeah. And also, another really cool thing is I found out how to finally clothe them. Turns out you just need to research it, so that's pretty cool. We've got this whole big tech tree now. We got a whole bunch of interesting stuff. Like, I also found out that researching really helps you, and that you can actually rename the planet if we quickly get that. There we go, that was really fast. That was the naming of the epicenter, which I still have not figured out how to do, but I found out how to do the renaming of the planet, which is, now that it's done, in the bottom left here. Oh wait, no, I completely forgot. It's not the planet and all that I figured out how to do. It was the naming of the people. I think it was here. No, it's naming right there. Alright, this should take like maybe 5 seconds to complete. And then we should actually be able to rename all the people. Okay, there we go. That's done. And you there. See, now we have Uko. And we can change her name to like... what's a good girl name or something? Let's just say Joe for some reason. There we go. Now we have a girl named Joe who's just chilling around, being Joe and such, and all that. See, the health, or I think that's like the mating bar, is like slowly going up, so they're not just like going crazy mating. Well, that's a bad example, they're just doing that right there, but still, they definitely calmed down quite a bit. And regardless, like, just such a cool little patch. And I mean, it's not even an update, like they said an update's gonna come sometime around like this time next month, so that'll be something to look forward to. But this is only a little patch, and they already added like farming, a whole bunch of really cool stuff. Like, there's an example of just, you know, placing the other crop plot, and then it'll slowly build that. You need 10 stone and 10 wood, and eventually they'll build that. And yeah, so really that's about it for this like little patch thing, which that just really goes to show how much awesome content's gonna be in the end game of this game. It's just looking forward to it. So yeah, really that's about it. Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and I will see you next time.